up, everybody? Welcome back to Accio Potter Guy. I am Jeremiah, and today we're going to do things a little bit different way. We're going to do things the Muggle way, because, you know, every now and then it's good to get back to basics. Today, what I have in store for you, we're going to be making some shells. Come on. Alright, don't mind my messy shop, but here's the workbench. Here's the wood we're working with today. It's pallet wood. What I do is I take the slats off of the pallets and I actually make reclaimed pallet wood furniture. And they turn out with something like this after it's all cut up, sanded, and prepped. They are not cut to length yet. I have not taken measurements how long I need them. But notice how it's not perfect. Even some of them have the knots in it. These still have the nails in it. I like the imperfection look. The old rustic look. I think we'll start out with 4. And before I forget, safety first. You don't want this stuff in your lungs or in your eyes. Alright, so about 5 minutes later, I went ahead and took the whole thing apart. We wound up with 4 2x4s, and counting the one that I already had prepped, 10 slats of wood. Now, this is probably good for 4 or 5 shells. Like I said, I haven't measured anything, but let's get to the sanding. Now, with the sanding, there's a few ways to go about it. You can get a sanding block, or you could just grab the sandpaper and go to town. If you want to take all day. I prefer a circular sander. Do yourself a favor, get a DeWalt or a Milwaukee. Don't get an off-brand. I tried an off-brand. It lasted about 5 minutes. And you're going to want to start out with a rougher type of sandpaper. Now, this would be very fine. This is 150 grit. This is what I would use afterwards. I started out with a 220. I don't need nothing super rough. I think the 220 for me it works just fine. And then I hit it with the finer grit sandpaper. But your finish, your stain, your varnish is only going to be as good as your prep work. So make it as smooth as you can. If you think it's not quite smooth enough, then keep going. If you think, oh yeah, this will do, keep going. And before you sand, I recommend putting some air muffs on, get your face shield on, and then you can get going. So, I'm going to start out with this one. As you can see, it's pretty rough. Has a lot of splits. Let's see what she looks like when we're done. One of the reasons why I like working with reclaimed pallet wood so much is because the wood isn't perfect, and that's what I want. That's what I want. And sometimes you get little holes in it. Let me show you. Turn this around. Right here. Get these little knots. So what you do is you take a hole punch, you punch out that knot, and you'll be left with a hole in the wood. But it gives the wood a little extra something, a little extra pizzazz. It gives it that old rustic look that I am looking for. Take your punch, take the hammer, find the smallest part of the hole, punch it out, and look at that style. And all right, this is the amount of wood that we have for the day. Prepped, finished, ready to be cut. And I can't wait to start sanding all this wood with you guys. The next video, we're gonna get some real working done. I'll tell you what, prepping the wood for shelves, or for any type of project for that matter, is the hardest, most strenuous part. This probably took me between an hour and 2 hours to prep all this wood, and now we still have to cut it, size it up, and do all the rest of it. So stick around and we'll be right back.